Hey guys, what up? It's Dan from AutoMotivationZ here with another car review for my 2021 Audi S4. So I meant to do a 3-month review and I meant to do a 6-month review, and we are at 7 months now. I have been super busy. I have not had time to upload, and I do apologize for that. I know that quite a few of you have been asking, you know, what's going on with the S4 and how do you like it? And we're going to answer those questions today. So for the last 7 months I've had this car. I've had it actually 7 months and 1 day. I bought it April 17th, right before my birthday, and the car has performed pretty well, I have to say. I've had 0 issues with it. I did have a blown speaker and a blown sub from the previous owner. That was taken care of under warranty, so we're good there. But everything else is ran as it should. Is a car with 29,659 miles should. So how do I like it so far? Do I think it's great? You know, it's been a good car. It runs when you need it to run. It doesn't mess up. You don't have really that many issues with it. So I think it's been really, really good. You know, I'll get into questions later, like would I buy this car again? Would I recommend this car to other people? We'll get into that later, but I want to go through some of the things that I've noticed about the car that I like, and some of the things that I've noticed about the car that I really do not like. And there's a list for both of them. So let's get right into it. Things that I like about the car. I do like, and we're gonna take you for a ride here, I do like the digital dash. You can see 29,659 miles. We are doing this on Saturday, the 18th, and we're listening to 93X just because we don't want to have anything inappropriate come up. So you can change this however you want. It's got different views and stuff like that. We'll go through here just so you can see. Go in the settings, display, virtual cockpit. So you can have this sport view, which I don't really like. I had it like that for a little bit. And then you have this dynamic view, which I think is garbage. You can see that go like that. I don't like that at all. So I just leave it on S Performance pretty much all the time because there's no reason to change it. Everything just kind of looks stupid to me. So things that I like about the car. I will start off with the speakers. So I have the Bang & Olufsen speakers right down here. Kind of see it, and forgive my mess of wrappers down there, but I have the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Believe it's a $900 option, something like that. I can edit that into the video, but you guys, Bang & Olufsen is where it's at. If you are gonna get one of these cars, definitely spend the extra money on that because it is well worth it. Now, the only other thing that I can recommend, other than adaptive cruise, because you know I have to have adaptive cruise on the car, and we'll take you outside. You guys, you have to get the black optic package for this. So black optic will black out this little thing right here, blacks out the grill. So these little inserts right here, you'll see that these little inserts are black. These are chrome otherwise, and it looks kind of chintzy. It looks weird. It looks stupid. And then of course we got the quantum gray color, which I really like. You guys, I really like this color. The black optic wheels I'm not in love with. I don't really like these. I don't like this design. I wish that it would just be the 5-spoke without the little V cut into it, but it is what it is. And you can notice the wheels right there. We have the dynamic packs. We got the red brake calipers, the sport exhaust, which we took off the car because, well, let's be honest, it was garbage. We have the exhaust right there. You can hear it. Sounds pretty good. Of course, we put the S4 badge up, and and then we got the black emblems on. So the car looks pretty good. Looks really nice. Looks nice in the sunlight. Looks nice not in sunlight. And then we are changing out the tires for winter tires here in just a little bit. We got the Nokian Haka Polita R5s. Very nice winter tire that's going to be going on here for the winter here in just a little bit. And of course, you know, you got the sunroof that comes standard on every one. And then these mirrors being blacked out makes it look a little bit nicer, I think, in my opinion. This is a 3-liter turbo. We're not going to pop the hood because you guys have seen it before. And then of course the black emblems in the front. So really like the outside. I like the appearance of the car. I love these seats. These seats are very comfortable. I've sat in a Civic Type R just recently, today actually. I've sat in the Integra Type S. I have sat in lots of cars. The RS5, which had the same exact seats, except they say RS instead of S on them. And this is probably the second most comfortable seat that I've ever had. I will say that the X3M, even though I hated that car, it had the most comfortable seats ever. They were nice. They always smelled good. I don't know what kind of, you know, what they put in the leather, but the leather always smelled fantastic. And I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And you didn't even need an air freshener because it always smelled good in there. So I love the appearance of the car. I love the engine. The engine is reliable. It's got enough power at 349 horse, 364 torque. It is fast enough to where you're not going to get into trouble, mostly. And it's slow enough to where, you know, it's not overkill. The M5 was overkill. 600 horsepower in a car, a twin turbo V8. Yeah, it's fast, and it'll get you to where you're going very fast. But do you need all that horsepower? Not really. You can't really utilize it. This car, you can utilize it. I've utilized it very many times, and it makes you happy. So more things that I like about the car. Like I mentioned, I love the sunroof, and it's got this little sunshade here, and I just have it closed because I'm doing the video and I don't want to be blinded or blind you guys. And the exhaust, like I mentioned before, I love the exhaust. I did not love the stock exhaust, and we'll get to that here in just a second. And then I really like the steering wheel. So the steering wheel is not a flat bottom steering wheel, which is fantastic. I think flat bottom steering wheels are stupid. I don't like them. We have our music button right here, so we can change our music, which, as you know, that was a problem with me in the X3M and the M5. And then our views for here. If I want to go towards the radio or my phone, I can do that. Now, this car does not come standard with navigation, but one of the things that I actually am adding to the list of things that I love about this car is the fact that through a software update, I was able to get Android Auto, which is fantastic. A wireless Android Auto. It had it before through a wire, but wireless Android Auto is now standard for the 21s if you have the correct I won't call it a tune, but a correct software update from Audi. And it took about 4 hours. It was a decently long software update, but hey, wireless Android Auto, I'll take it. Especially when I was going to drop the car off anyways and just pick it up later. So fantastic that they did that. I really enjoy that. And with Android Auto, you can make things just as good as how it was if you had the factory navigation. Probably even better because it's through your phone, and your phone is continuously updating the maps, whereas the car, the maps would be from 2021. So, hey, things change, right? Now, one of the things that I don't like about the car. We talked about good things about it. Let's talk about some of the bad things. Number one has to be this. We'll just go to the radio and I'll show you. So if I want to go to 107.9, look what I have to do. I have to keep scrolling up. Oh, there, I finally get it. You know, it takes a few seconds. Now, if I go to my songs, and we'll just go there just so we can show you. Turn that down. Listening to Nirvana right now. But let's say I want to just search through my tracks. Let's say I want to go to Z. Look at what I have to do to get to Z. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what you have to do. Absolutely crazy. That's number one that I hate. I hate that they took away the little scroll wheel that you had. The scroll wheel, very easy to use. I really enjoyed that. Not having a touchscreen was not important to me at all. I get why they did it, because a lot of people are like, hey, I need a touchscreen for all of my stuff. I get it. You know, everyone has gone to that. It's just how things are these days. It is what it is. I don't like it. I don't like the infotainment. Second thing that I don't like is the fact that this car has really terrible gas mileage. And by really terrible, I'll pull up my gas mileage and I'll show you guys what I am talking about. So the S4, do the statistics. It sounds a lot better than it is, but my M5 actually had better average MPG. So the worst I've gotten in this car, 21.3. And I'll take you for a ride here just a second so you can see. This is what we got. And kind of break it down. Love this gas app, by the way. If you ever need a gas app, what is it called? Gas Log on the Google Play Store. Definitely get it. It's fantastic. I really like it. I think it was $1 to unlock all the features. Or to get it so you can have more than one car, which of course I need, because I will always have different cars. So that's one of the things that I don't really like. You know, being a smaller V6, it should get better gas mileage than that. I feel like 25 should be about where it is. But I live in dynamic mode 99.8% of the time. I just found that in regular comfort mode, the car is so boring, I just can't drive it. It's just, it's terrible. It's not fun at all, and so I've been in auto mode, I think once, just to try it out. I've been in individual mode maybe a little bit, just because I wanted to hear my exhaust. Now that I don't utilize the whatchamacallit, I can't think of the name of it, the exhaust valves, I can leave it in whatever mode I want and always have loud exhaust. It's just the car is boring and just has no power. It feels like a Geo Metro or something like that, you know? I mean, it has no oomph to it. So I don't like that. Other than that, I mean, this car is good at a lot of stuff. I will say that this car is good at a lot of stuff. Not great. It's a very well-rounded vehicle. If you want something that is good in the snow, that is good in the dry as well, good in the wet when it's raining, and just an all-around good performance, but not performance so much that, you know, you're getting 14 miles per gallon. This is a good car for that. And I will say that I have enjoyed driving this car, and it's very nice, and it has heated seats, it has massaging seats. It is not a bad place to be. I will say the trunk is a little bit small, not terribly small, not as small as the RS3, and I can fit people in here. I've had 4 people in here a couple of times, and you know, it's not terrible to the point where you can't actually do that. The RS3, you really couldn't fit people in the back seat. Just couldn't do it. It didn't work. Too small. Couldn't do it. So, you know, does the car work for me? Yeah, it works for me. You know, I've enjoyed driving it. The last 7 months have gone by pretty fast. I'm not going to say that I haven't tried to get rid of it. As you know me, I'm always looking for my next car. I test drove an Integra Type S. I went to test drive a Civic Type R, but I didn't get to actually drive it. I've driven an STI. I have inquired about several vehicles, Cadillac CT4V Blackwing. So it's not like I'm not looking for another car. And that brings me to the last point. Would I buy this car again, knowing what I know now? Probably not. Like I said, it's a good all-around performer, but it's just not for me. I mean, I like it. It gets compliments. The color's nice. I like the features. I like the headlights. I like the taillights. I like the exhaust now. That's the exhaust that I would normally put on it. But there's certain features that it doesn't have that I wish it did have in the Prestige package. So Prestige package will get you, right now you can't really see it, but you'll have red lights underneath here instead of just the regular white lights. Same thing over here. You get the adaptive turn signal up front, so it'll kind of be like like a checker versus just a flashing strobing effect. You get certain other things that are just nice to have. So it's something that, you know, I wish I would have spent the extra money on and gotten, but I didn't. So here it is. You know, here I am. The infotainment, the screen itself is fine, but like I said, if you're scrolling for a song, you can't really do it from the steering wheel. It makes it difficult, and maybe that's because I haven't learned it yet. But I've had the car for long enough, and I don't think it's possible to do that. But everything else works fine, except for really the heated steering wheel. I found that mine doesn't really work that well. I've had it on. We've had a couple of really cold days here, and I turned it on just to kind of see where we're at, and not really impressed. I would say a steering warmer, heated, you know, not really even heated, like a warm steering wheel. But, you know, in the dead of winter when it's -20 out and you turn it on, will it work? Yeah, it'll heat your hands up a little bit. So, you guys, with that being said, I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate you guys liking the videos and commenting on the videos. Right now, we're in the time of year where it is very difficult to get vehicles to drive just because I get off of work, it's 4:30. It gets dark at 4:45. So, yeah, what do? You can't really drive anything unless I do it at lunchtime, which I'm not close to really any dealerships, so I'll probably be doing build and price reviews for a little bit, and we'll try and get some more videos out. Once again, I do apologize for that. I've just been super busy. The last 2 weeks have been deer hunting, and just have not had time to put anything out. So I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I definitely will be getting more content out. And a very special thank you to Scott Putnam from Bloomington Acura Subaru for my next vehicle. We will be getting a 2024, possibly 2025, Acura Integra Type S. So I put in a request for one. It will be Apex Blue. And that will be the next vehicle that you guys should be seeing on the channel. Now, like I said, I have looked at many vehicles since I've bought this car. That's subject to change. I don't want it to change, but for right now, that's what we're sticking with. So, Acura Integra Type S, a 6-speed manual. And if you guys haven't seen that review, take a look on the channel. I'll put a description. I'll put a thing in the description below so you guys can take a look at it, or a card in the video up top. So you guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate everyone, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later.